Could you just tell me who you are and where you've come from?
I'm Martin Vaughan, fund holder for South Tyneside branch.
Lovely.
I think I'm the only one here from South Tyneside today.
Have you travelled down today, Martin, have you?
I've travelled down today, in somebody's car.
And can you tell me why you're here then?
Naturally because I support the BNP and what we're all about, and I'm not happy about all these kids being groomed.
Now, I see you've got some leaflets there. Is that the leaflet we've been putting out today?
Yes, these are the leaflets about the Muslim paedophile gangs. We've just finished a big protest in the shopping centre about it.
Do you think it went well?
Good response from the public.
Right, lovely. Thank you very much, Martin.
No problem.
Cheers now. Hiya folks, can we just ask you a little bit about who you are and where you've come from?
We're from Bolton. We're from the Bolton group.
Lovely, excellent. Both of you, is it? Could you tell me why you're here today then?
We're here to support, the campaign, Derek's campaign.
Excellent. So you've been on the protest this morning?
I didn't get it till later.
I've been here all morning, yep.
And what did you think of it?
Brilliant reception, went well.
And you think we hit the message home?
Seemed it with everyone there, yeah.
Excellent, thank you very much. Hello, madam.
Hello, Adam.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank
Good.
you.
Can you tell me where you've come from today?
I've come from Cumbria.
Excellent.
I'll be staying overnight all day tomorrow.
And you're doing a 2-day session?
I'll do a 2-day session. I'll be on the stall all day today and canvassing all day tomorrow.
Excellent. So you Cumbrians are well known for your hard work, aren't you?
Very well known, very well known.
Yeah.
We'll work out.
Did you bring any sausages with you?
Definitely. Rolls of Cumberland sausages.
They're nice and round.
Beautiful.
I tried to get a straight one while I was there.
No, you won't manage that. No, you won't manage a straight one. No, you won't.
But thanks for coming anyway.
You're more than welcome.
And I'm sure we'll be running into each other.
I'm sure
the
we
day.
will.
Lovely.
Thank you very much, Adam.
Hello, Simon.
Hello, Adam.
A few words?
No problem. No problem.
You're obviously here to help out in the campaign here.
I am.
You've been on the demo this morning?
Sensational. Absolutely sensational. I mean, it was one of the things I used to organise, used to plan and whatever, and it always used to worry me, street demos. Everything can go wrong.
Yeah.
And just occasionally things go right, and it was one of those occasions where it went really, really well. High impact campaign. The police were there. I thought at one time they may come and interfere, but of course now Nick is an MEP. You don't lock MEPs up. You certainly don't interfere in a demonstration that wouldn't be taking place in the first place if the police had done their job.
Yeah, they were talking to me about our sound system, and they were saying that the call to prayer was quite controversial. And I said, yes, well, the whole demonstration is controversial. And one of my comments was that we don't have their call to prayer, but we also had church bells on there as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's quite important. Are you staying for the rest of the day then?
Oh, I'm here all day now. Now I'm up here. I said I'd help Derek out with this. Derek was down in court when they tried to put me in prison twice this last year. Derek was down there. He must have set off at God knows what time in the morning. So it's the least I can do to help Derek out in this campaign.
Going back to the Muslim paedophile gangs, I mean, that's something that Nick was going to face 7 years for, isn't it?
Yeah, just the 7 years. He'd have still been in jail now if the Labour Party would have had the chance. It's an absolute scandal, and as I said before, I feel like a number of other people that we are literally, as a people and as a culture, being eaten alive.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with that one. And it would be quite strange, wouldn't it, that Nick would be in prison at the point in time when this has all come to a head, and yet we'd been mentioned, I think, since 2001. So
it's astonishing that they're giving Straw and Clegg and anybody else from the mainstream the credit for this, for actually exposing it, when in reality we were on the ball years and years ago, and none of this would have happened if they'd have listened to us in the first place and our media weren't so bloody biased and anti-nationalist.
I think we know the reason why they're giving them all of this airtime, and it's because their ratings are so low and they want to appear to be boosting them up a little bit. I reckon that's something to do with it.
It could be that. I mean, let's be honest, the Times as a newspaper, the ratings are falling left, right and centre. They're having to introduce subscription services for the internet, so they're obviously losing money. They needed a sensational story to boost their own income. It's funny how they're quite prepared to use the sacrifice of English girls to boost their ratings, when really a newspaper should have been highlighting this a number of years ago when it was actually happening, and Nick and other BNP politicians should have been given the credit. In a normal and functioning wholesome democracy, that's what would have happened. It's been swept under the carpet, and that's how we get to the stage we are, where it's not only the Muslims who are to blame for all of this, it's the media, it's the police officers who have turned a blind eye, and it's the social services workers as well that know that this is going on, and they should be charged with aiding and abetting.
Quite funny, I looked at the van earlier, the police van, and it said that one of the slogans underneath was protecting people.
Yeah.
I had to laugh at that.
Yeah, well, there's protecting and protecting, but they've certainly done a good job of protecting the Muslim paedophiles, haven't they?
Exactly. Yes. Well, thank you very much for your time.
Not
Simon.
a problem.
Look forward to working with you for the rest of the weekend.
Cheers.
Thank you. Hi. Can you just tell me what your name and where you come from, please?
Dennis Shambler from Wigan.
Right, Dennis. Have you been on the demo today?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
Very good. The reception was better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be some left-wing lunatics chanting and raving like they usually, but none of that's appeared yet anyway.
Right, and obviously the demo's finished. I thought it was quite a success, and you've hung around. Are you helping out for the rest of the day then?
Yeah, that's why I've come here, to help out.
Excellent, good. Do you think Derek will do reasonably well in the election?
I think the trouble with all of us in the BNP is the publicity we're given. We're not given full coverage. Nobody ever debates anything. It's like calling somebody a paedophile. If you call somebody a paedophile, he's out of the question, isn't he? If you call somebody a racist, he's out of the question. Are you not tolerant? They call themselves tolerant, and if you don't agree with what they're saying, you're an intolerant person. I've just been stopped in town saying we're a black fella. He said, can I shake hands with you? I said, of course you can. I shook hands with him. He says, at least you're a party telling me to my face you don't want people like me in my country. I said, listen, I worked 50 years to get my state pension. I said, and the government want to take that money off me to pay people who are walking into this country with their wives, families, not a job, not a house, no source of income. They want to take my money off me to pay them to exist here in this country. I said, would you do that to me if I came to your country? No job, no house, no nothing. Would you fund me after working 50 years and the person that's coming into the country hasn't paid a ball bean into the system? I said, it's totally wrong, and that's what we're objecting to. It's not the people coming here. I mean, if my neighbour lost his marbles and said to me, Dennis, come and move with me and I'll keep you for the rest of your life, I'd move in with him. And that's exactly what they're doing. But they're also being brought into the country for another purpose, and that's to vote Labour. Obviously, if the Labour Party are giving them what they're giving them, who would you vote for? You'd vote for Labour, wouldn't you?
Exactly, yeah.
And I've had that opinion from day one. I've always thought, when I first got involved with the BNP in 2001, the Labour Party want a one-party state, and it's a Labour state, and what they've done is import voters since then.
Lovely. Thank you very much for that,
Okay,
Dennis.
my pleasure.
You take care.
Timeline now, it's a little later on in the afternoon. I'm with a very attractive young lady from the northeast. What time did you set off?
It was 7 a.m. this morning.
7 a.m. So you've come quite a way, haven't you?
I have quite a way, yes, 2 hours.
I mean, you saw the demonstration we had in Oldham Centre, in the shopping centre, in the Spindle Centre. It was fantastic, wasn't it?
It was really good. Lots of people turned up and really good support. Makes you proud.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, we've come from all over the shop, literally Wales, Scotland, North East Midlands and whatever. It's been a good turnout, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. I'm really pleased. It's nice to be here and amongst familiar faces,
Yeah. And there's quite a few from the North East have come down.
There is. We've got a good team. I think about 10 of us from North East have come down, so some good support here.
Yeah, and it must be, you know, as a woman, I mean, I can only speculate as to how it must feel when, you know, young girls are kind of treated like meat, which is what Jack Straw has said today. I mean, I can only see that from a guy's point of view, obviously. From a lady's point of view, how does that feel?
Well, I've got 2 young girls myself as well, so it's absolutely disgusting. Sickens me to my stomach. It really doesn't. Exactly why I'm here today. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And you're here all day?
I'll hear you tomorrow as well, I'm overnight. So
you're very keen, very keen. So hopefully we can get some. We've had a good response, haven't we, from local people?
Yes, it seems to be very positive. Yeah, when you speak to people on them, especially on the demonstration, there seems to be a lot of support.
I mean, probably like myself, you get involved with politics and you worry about votes, don't you?
Yes,
you worry,
you
think, I hope we're going to get a good vote. From what I've seen today, I think we're going to get a good vote. Do you feel the same?
I do. I think it's going to be a good turnout on polling day. Yes, I think we'll get a good support.
Splendid. Thank you very much.
Thank you.